back to the Kraken Cans Cast, the only show where we pop open cold ones and dive into the weird, the haunted, and the straight up cursed.
The hell was that?
The new intro you typed up for me.
That's right. Did you like it?
I liked it.
I liked it.
I think it would roll better if I wasn't sick.
Yeah, well.
So we'll have to see when I'm better
Yeah.
if I still like it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. What if you never get better? What if you're just permanently sick for the rest of your life?
Dude, that would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, some people that happens to, like tuberculosis.
There you go. I give you a 9.5 out of 10 on that. There's a little something happened in the middle, but it was pretty good.
It was me thinking.
It was pretty, yeah. And I got sick this week. Freaking like 24-hour flu bug. I didn't leave my bed for a full like 30 hours from the time I went to sleep at 10 o'clock till my alarm went off 2 days later for work at 5:30 in the morning or whatever. I just crashed in bed. I got up to pee, and I did try and get up and go down to the couch once, and the kids, I just went back upstairs. Nice. It was just so much quieter upstairs. But yeah.
I do gotta tell the people about my Nashville trip.
I was just gonna ask you about that.
Beat you to the punch.
No, you let me throw it over to you.
I'm sorry. I'm a dick. Got both ACLs still. All ligaments, tendons, muscles, bones, fingernails, toenails, everything is still there. Lost a little bit of blood. First obstacle. It was just basically a big old hole with a bunch of other holes that you have to walk through that's filled with water. And there's also like rocks in there. And I kept falling and scraping my knee off of the rocks. And then when we ran to the second obstacle, I looked down and my entire right leg was like a dark red because it was mixed with the mud. And my whole leg was like, it looked like my whole leg was covered in blood.
Barf.
Yeah, it was gross.
What if instead of filling it and having rocks and stuff in there, they had like old needles in there?
Ooh.
Now we're talking.
That's
Jigsaw made this freaking Tough Mudder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Tough Mudder wasn't too bad. We pulled up, and I got scared for a second because you look over in the field, and there's just like a 40, 60-foot like triangle wall.
Giant that you got to fight. Oh,
that would have been cool.
Same.
Just giant like rope wall that you have to climb over. And when we got to that one, because it was like the second to last one, dude, it was, if you fell from there, you're dead. There's nothing to catch you. Like, you just climb up this rope. Like, everybody does it. It's like probably 60 foot long, 40 foot high. You just climb up it, and like everybody's doing it at the same time. So like the whole thing's moving and stuff. And if you fall, you're dead. There's nothing to catch you. You just
bodies.
You're right.
Yeah.
It'll slow you down.
You probably want to be you don't want to be the guy on the bottom when somebody falls.
Yeah. But it got electrocuted. They had the one where you ran through like, I think it was 10,000 volts, which I don't know. Like, you know electricity. You climb poles.
Yep.
I don't know how many amps and stuff. I don't know how that works, but
it's like the same as like one of those batteries that you put in your smoke detectors.
No, dude. This
pretty close.
I'm telling you, like the second time I got zapped, like it almost took me to the ground. Like I fell through my whole body. Like my knees almost gave out. It was pretty intense.
You paid money to go get electrocuted.
You're right. We could skip the obstacles.
That's what fascinates me is people pay money to go get electrocuted. That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, another fun fact. Nashville. People all know John Daly, golfer, the modern Happy Gilmore drunken. I mean, he's a Happy Gilmore-esque type of character, but he's like takes to the extreme. He's just an alcoholic. Very good at golf. But my brother-in-law and I went to his bar that was like close to our hotel, and I asked the bartender, I'm like, hey, how often does John Daly actually come in here? And she's like, oh, he's in here all the time. Like 3 to 4 days a week he's in here, unless he's on tour. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, he was in here recently. She said he was here from 4 p.m. one day until 4 p.m. the next day. She said, I came in at 4 to like open up, and he was like passed out in one of the booths, and he signed his name like thousands of times on the entire table. And then, like, he got up, he went outside, threw up everywhere, and then he left. But I was really hoping we run into him.
Well, you didn't. No.
We didn't. No. But the bar next to that one, it would have been, we were there, we went to that one Sunday night. Saturday night, Post Malone was there, Theo Vaughn, and then Riley Green, the country singer. It was his bar. So, like, the night before, I told Aaron we should have went there, but we didn't. But, yeah, they were all there that night.
So this whole trip was just like what could have been.
Well, yeah.
Like everybody you didn't get to see.
I know,
That's the whole point of this trip.
Yeah, you're right. Shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it was a fun trip. Fun trip. Nice drive. Easy drive.
You could have got Theo Vaughn on the cast.
No.
You've been trying.
Haven't reached out in a while.
Theo, if you're listening, he probably listens.
Probably.
If you're listening, we'll take you.
Send us an email.
Yeah, send us an email.
Kraken Cans Cast
That's right.
at gmail.com.
That's right. And also, if you give us a 5-star review on whatever you're listening to, that's you, not Theo, you, whoever's listening right now. Send us an email with that 5-star review, and we will ship out some stickers to you.
Hell yeah.
And other stuff, maybe.
Whatever you want. We'll get it right from Mike's house.
Bigfoot pubic hairs. I have a whole stash of them.
He collects them from the woods.
I do. Bathroom. From my bathroom.
Ah.
Yeah, not from the woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
That must have been a dream I had.
Well, it would make more sense probably that way, but it's just not. It's not how it's going to happen.
Okay.
It's what it is. I'm not going into the woods for that stuff. But anywho,
anything else you want to talk about?
Anything else I want to talk about? Beer. All right, so today we got another beer from New Trail Brewing. And this one, because we are in the last days of October, I thought it would only be fitting if I brought the Oktoberfest to the cast. We haven't had an Oktoberfest this year. We've been hitting the pumpkins hard, haven't been hitting the Oktoberfests at all. So it may not really have anything to do with the topic per se. This is more exemplifies the time of year we're in right now. So I got the Oktoberfest. Comes in at 6%. It's a traditional German Marzen lager with a New Trail spin. Created in celebration of the coming change of the season with medium body and color, this lager is sure to bring a complex malt character and, just like my chicken, a crispy finish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a beer that Thor likes, too.
It's a beer that Thor likes. It kind of matches your outfit a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dressed up as Thor for
He's
the
dressed
people
up
that
as
can't
Thor.
see.
I'm dressed up as Corey. So when I don't pronounce words right, you know why. That's just me being Corey. So.
You can't make me laugh, dude.
Well, it's just going to happen. I don't know. Just talking over here. So how I'm going to tie this one in is because I am presenting a topic where I'm bringing two of...
Yeah, I don't even know what we're doing. What are we doing? Two of what?
I told you before. You asked before, and I told you.
You didn't tell me. You said you should have looked it up.
And then I told you. I did tell you. We're doing the two witches. Did tell you.
You told me there was going to be two folklore scores.
I told you there's going to be two witches, and then I followed it up by two folklore scores. That's how I got to the two folklore score part.
No, he didn't.
1,000% happened.
I'll
Corey,
replay it.
I've only texted Corey about this topic
Once.
4 times. 4 times. I texted you 2 nights ago about doing it. The night before I texted you and asked if you thought it was weird that I did back-to-back witches.
I don't know what witches, though. He never explained what witches.
It doesn't matter. Corey has absolutely no idea what's ever going on in this cast.
Let's go.
So, witches exemplify October. Whether it's Hocus Pocus, whether it's the freaking greatest witch and warlock known to man, Harry Potter, Hermione Granger.
Ooh.
Ooh? What? Okay, go ahead.
Nothing.
No, go ahead. What do you mean, ooh? Ooh?
Nothing. Emma Watson.
Okay. She's pretty.
She is. I do like
Anyways.
Emma Watson.
How is that how we got where we got? Gosh, this episode just out. This episode's gonna suck. Emma Watson. The frick. That's how I got. That's how I'm comparing the Oktoberfest. And once we try this, Corey, I got a question for you. This is good. This is just a Oktoberfesty Oktoberfest.
It's like nothing fancy.
No.
It's just a straight
Just is what it is.
to the dick
To the
Oktoberfest.
dick. Yeah. Yeah, with Corey. I asked you, let's play a little game since we're in October.
You want to play a game?
I'm going to play a game. Let's name our top 3 Halloween movies that we have to watch during the Halloween season. Probably preferably maybe on the scary side, but they can also not be. But we can't use each other's.
All right,
you want to go first?
Yes.
Don't you dare pick Halloween Ends. You know that's what I'm picking first. All right, you go
I was
first.
going to leave that for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's kind of a cliche pick. The original Halloween.
The original Halloween, yeah.
I feel like you have to.
You have to. You have to. My pick is going to be a good friend of our cast. The guy that joins us for pretty much every single episode. I'm doing Trick or Treat. My man Sam.
I'm so mad right now.
Dude, that's like I watch it every single Halloween. We watch that movie.
All right. Okay.
Did you not think I was going to pick? What did you think I was picking?
All right.
You thought I went Hubie number 1? That's crazy.
You're saving that. I'm going to pick a number 2.
Go ahead. No, it's not on my list.
Mind games. I don't want it. All right, we're going to go Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake 2003.
Ooh, that's like our Halloween.
That's
watch.
like my favorite Halloween movie probably, besides the OG.
All right, so for number 2, I am rocking a movie we watched a couple weeks ago. Me and my wife watch it every single year, and we try and pick up on something new in this movie every single year. The original Scream.
Ooh, that's
yeah, that's a classic. So good. We're actually going through. We just finished Scream 4 the other night. Kind of working our way through.
My third one was going to be
Do you thought that was making it to 3?
No.
That's crazy.
I was hoping I'd get it.
That's crazy.
Well,
that's crazy.
You said they don't have to be scary because I do have another one that's not scary.
No, they don't have to be scary.
I'm going to do this one just for my kids. The first Goosebumps movie.
The first Goosebumps movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going Hubie's Halloween, number 3. That movie's great. We specifically don't get Netflix every year and only get it in the month of October so we can watch Hubie's Halloween.
Make up a new email and get the 7-day free trial?
Yeah, no, we usually just buy it because we have other stuff we want to watch then. We catch up on all our other shows on Netflix during this 2-month period. So that's it. So let us know which list you think's better. So you went Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
2003 remake.
Yes, 2003 remake, and Goosebumps. And I went Trick or Treat, Scream, Hubie's Halloween.
Yeah.
Like it. Let us know what you think. And with that,
let's go!
All right, today, for the sources for the topic we talk about today, I have 2 main sources. One is going to be the Tours of Baltimore Ghost.com, and the second is going to be the ClarionLedger.com. And today, we're doing 2 folklore scores because we're talking about 2 different witch stories. And the reason I'm going to do 2 these are really, really cool stories. There's just not quite long enough to maybe do a whole episode out of them. So I thought, let's just do what we do for the folklore score.
Smush them
together, and let's bring you. I went full witch mode in October. Damn. Bell witch. 2 witch bitches here. Freaking witches is coming at you.
Every orifice.
Orifices.
Horses.
Porcelain? Horses. So the first story I'm going to bring to you, Corey, is going to be the story of Moll Dyer.
Moll.
Like Molly? Mall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking
No, not a shopping mall.
The mall.
No.
Okay.
No.
Glad we clarified that.
So the people would have been so confused.
I do this for the people. When you're presenting, I am representing the people. Yep. So keep that in mind.
And that's, guys, that could really come off as an insult to you that this is that's how he feels the need to represent you on a show-to-show basis.
I get you out of a crime. I represent you good.
So anyways, Moll was born in Devon, England, sometime in the 1600s. And she later ended up moving to Leonardtown, Maryland. This is where Moll became known as a healer. So she was a spiritual healer, more of a folk medicine. We're talking about herbs. We're talking about, I don't know, that kind of stuff. What kind of medicine they really have back then, you know?
Dude, they just crushed up some leaves and.
Or they just cut stuff off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your foot hurts. I think I just saw you below the knee and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they were back then. And over time, she really became a recluse. She lived on the outskirts of town. And this kind of led to her being the target of gossip and maybe some suspicion. And we're in the 1600s. We're talking about the time
Of witches.
where the Salem witch trials were happening up in the Northeast. We're talking about a time before the U.S. was known as the U.S., still under British control.
God damn it.
So between 1695 and 1697, this small little town started to suffer from a severe drought. It destroyed crops and killed all kind of livestock within the town.
And you're going to tell me they blamed it on a witch.
Well, in the winter of 1967 and 1968, disaster struck again when an influenza outbreak spread through the settlement.
This was you said
1697.
Okay, you said 1960.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
1697 and 1698. Thank you.
Making sure people.
As illness and death increased, fear and suspicion began to take hold. Villagers whispered that Moll was to blame, that she had cursed the town or maybe even made a pact with some sort of dark force. So in February of 98, during a bitterly cold night, the townspeople gathered in an angry mob. And they marched out to Moll's cabin in the woods, and they set it on fire. Now, there's a couple different versions of this. One version says that they tied her up within the cabin and set the cabin on fire. Another one just says that she was in it and they set it on fire. But either way, it said that she escaped out the back and fled through the cold, snow-covered forest. We're talking February. This is cold.
So she flew away on her broomstick.
She didn't fly. She fled.
Oh, fled.
She didn't fly.
I got a question now. Something I just thought of. Fleeting thought. Flying on my broomstick thought. How come mobs always have to be angry?
Not all mobs are angry.
Which ones are not angry?
The mob.
Oh,
Tony Soprano isn't angry all the time.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
The mob is pretty good. Besides that, I don't know.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
If they're not angry, they're just called a body of people.
Crowd.
Well, maybe a body of people. That might be what they call a big orgy, too. I'm not sure.
Or like a mass grave.
Mass grave, yeah. Body of people. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, we'll
Sorry
just,
for that.
We'll just stick with angry mob then. Either way, she disappeared off into the freezing night. And this poor woman was alone and terrified because really there's no proof at this point that this woman is a witch.
Do we know how old she is? Did you say that?
We don't know her exact age. We just, yeah.
Probably teenager.
She's a little bit older than
Is
that.
she?
Yeah. I'm going to probably say maybe like 20s, 30s, somewhere around there.
All right. Got it in my head now.
So a few days later, there's a young boy searching for a lost cow, which I thought was just a really funny detail. Just out here looking for my cow. He made a horrifying discovery deep in the woods. He found her frozen body kneeling beside a large boulder. Now, the thing is with her body is she had one hand that was stretched like up high, like almost pointing to the sky. Yeah. Like she was like looking up to something, pointing to it.
Sabu or whatever his name is.
The Great Sabu.
Yeah.
Dude, pay some respect. Don't just be like Sabu or stuff. It's the freaking Great Sabu. Wrestling was real. That dude wouldn't lose. You ever see that dude's back? He don't care.
Dude is nuts.
Barbed wire don't care.
Hardcore legend.
Yeah.
I better give him some justice.
R.I.P.
Mhm.
And her other hand was sitting on the stone with both of her knees up against the stone.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I thought when you said that I thought she was going to be up against the cow.
The cow.
Yeah, you said she was up against like a
Just
big,
getting
like,
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say cow, but then
probably
you
would've
said,
been better.
You said rock.
Yeah. Big stone, big rock.
It really disappointed me.
Yeah. So when the townspeople removed her body, they saw that her handprint and knee prints were clearly impressed into the stone. Like they were like indents, a mark of where her hand was in this stone. And this is just a couple days. It's not like she's been here for years or anything like that. So terrified upon seeing this, which I think just also is really funny. Like, you cast out a woman outside of your town that you supposedly thought was a witch, with really no proof that she was a witch at all.
Probably just had a period.
Could have. Yeah. Well, she was unmarried.
Yeah.
You know, so she's kind of a hag. So you call an unmarried woman? Like an old maid? What do you call an
Bastard.
You call her Moll. What do you call her?
Moll.
So terrified, they believed that Moll had placed a curse upon the town. And that was kind of the significance of like her pointing up. They thought she was like looking up, talking to something, chanting maybe as she was dying and cursing this town.
And it could be too like she was touching the rock, which was like on the ground or connected to the ground, so she was like cursing the area by touching it.
Yeah. Ever since, locals have claimed that the area around her rock brings bad luck, strange weather, and even ghostly sightings. And see, with her curse, for generations, residents blamed strange weather, illness, and sudden tragedies on Moll Dyer's curse. When fires broke out, when crops failed, when livestock died without explanation, when stillborns happened within the town, when people were murdered, people were hurt, anything like that happened,
she got the blame.
The people of the town always whispered, "She's still angry." Even in the 20th century, people say on the coldest, stormiest nights in February, especially near her old homestead, you can feel her presence in the wind, her whispers, you can feel her fingers on your neck. There's modern sightings of it. Ghost hunters and local reports apparitions of a woman in tattered clothing wandering the woods right around Leonardtown. Some claim to see a mist rise from the rock on cold nights, shaped like a kneeling figure. Others say they've heard faint weeping or whispering voices carried by the winter wind. And during storms and deep freezes, people still say, Moll Dyer walks tonight. So obviously there are a couple theories, and that's really the end of it. They actually have the stone in a museum down there. You can go see.
I was going to ask you, like, is this an area that you could visit? Like,
yes, they were able. They cut out the stone, excavated it out, and put it within a museum.
How would they do that?
I don't know. What's it going to hurt at this point? Just cursed everything else.
Don't want to get a picture by it in its natural habitat.
Yeah. Well, maybe. What if a freaking stray cow comes up on you, though?
Well, better than taking a picture of it in a fucking museum.
All right. That's definitely better. So there are a couple theories that go along with it. One of the biggest theories is that she was just a normal woman and a wronged woman, which I think is probably the most logical theory. Many believe that she was a real woman, a healer herbist that lived in the outskirts of town. And in the late 1600s, she practiced folk medicine. People became suspicious. So they think because of that, and with just kind of the way her death happened with the mob and just how she froze to death with all that, over time, guilt and shame happen and may have turned her story into a haunting legend. Sometimes the real curse isn't magic. It's what people do when they're afraid. Another theory is the curse that stuck. After her death, people claim her handprint and knee mark remained in the rock where she was frozen. Locals said storms, fires, and sickness followed for generations. Proof her spirit had cursed Leonardtown. Some even claim that during cold winter nights, a woman's shadow can be seen walking the old roads, arm raised to the sky. Believers see the Moll curse as vengeance against the town that betrayed her, a promise that her suffering would not be forgotten. There's also a theory of a folklore fusion. Folklore
is that like smushing together, like we do?
Smushing them together.
We should start calling it the folklores. What the fuck did you
folklore
say?
fusion.
Yeah.
Just okay. Yeah. We might have to get a fusion machine up in here.
Yeah.
That sounds freaking awesome.
I know.
Folklorists think that Moll Dyer's legend blends multiple regional stories together. Tales of women accused of witchcraft, dying tragedies, and leaving marks of curse appearing throughout American folklore. Her story have merged with others over time, shaped by some oral tradition, superstition, and storytelling. Restless spirit theory. You know, she just pretty much still haunts this town. Maybe she does kind of curse it, screws around with the town. Maybe just the presence of her spirit in this town makes weary people a little crazy, you know?
I'd probably come back and curse if I was chased out.
Yeah, if you froze to death on a rock, probably.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. There's also a historical symbol theory. Modern historians see her as a symbol of fear, injustice, and community guilt. Her story exposes how panic can turn ordinary people into persecutors. The legend endures because it speaks to the universal truth. Human cruelty can haunt a place longer than any ghost. And today, she's remembered less as a witch and more as a warning and a victim of history. So, Corey, do you think that her curse was real, or was it the town's own guilt that haunted them?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know if I feel like the town would have any guilt though, 'cause I feel like back then they were killing people that they were being accused of witches all the time, and I don't necessarily think they felt guilt about it until maybe like years and years later, where they realized what they were doing was probably not rational, that these people probably weren't witches. Then maybe I could see the guilt kicking in, but like during the time, I don't think there was any guilt.
I just wonder if after you see her frozen to death in the wilderness, stuck on this rock, that would create a guilt. Because you, in your mind, you built her up as this supernatural monster witch of a person.
Yeah.
But to see her just freeze to death out in the wilderness like anybody else would maybe that cause a guilt that would haunt them?
Yeah, could. Or maybe it just caused like celebration because now they don't have to burn her at the stake that she's frozen on the side of a cliff.
Well, now they're going to be cold.
Huh?
Now they're going to be cold. Don't get the burner at the stake.
Yeah, they still might have burnt her at the stake.
Melted
her.
Yeah. So what's it say about the community when they turn on a healer like this? You know, this is a person that, as long as when the going's good, we'll keep coming to you as long as you can keep fixing us. But as soon as something turns, or as soon as some bad luck happens, or back then the influenza happened, which everywhere's getting hit with this flu. Don't I know it?
You say Bill Nye?
Bill Nye?
What'd you say?
What?
I thought you said Bill Nye knew it.
Don't I know it?
Oh,
because I just had the flu.
Okay, yeah.
Bill Nye.
I'm a little.
That's the science guy.
I know.
Cue the Bill Nye music. And could her ghost still be there, or do you think there's eventually going to be a point where she can finally be at peace? And do we keep telling her story out of fear, or is it out of regret? Like, why do these folklores we hang on to? Is it just an interest, or is it just we feel an obligation to make sure these people's story can stay around forever? I feel like it's a moral obligation for us, in a way.
I think it's just everybody loves a good scary story.
Good ghost story.
Yeah. And when you can connect like something that actually happened, 'cause I guess it's happened, right?
It has happened.
Yeah, like this was like a.
Yeah, this is supposedly, now there's you read a couple stories about it, but this is supposedly the story that a famous movie in the late 90s, early 2000s was based off of.
Because anytime you can connect a real life situation into like a scary story, like it makes it that much better.
Talk about this being the basis of the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've read different things about it, but this is one.
Interesting.
Here's one final thought. Let's just think every town has their ghost stories. Leonard Towns just happens to have a name carved in stone. So I know it's a little bit different, but Corey, let's take a break right now. We'll ditch the beer break. We'll just use this as a beer break. And
Good,
we'll do
I need a beer.
Yeah, we'll do a folklore score.
Folklore score beer break.
Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, we're back. Yeah, we're back. The folklore score. Corey's floor is all wet because we got more demons walking around our basement.
I blame you. You unleash these things.
That's right. Right place, right time. Folklore score. If you don't know what the folklore score is, where the fuck you been? We've been doing this forever now, man.
Yeah,
Follow us. Freaking 60-some episodes. I don't know how many folklore scores we've done, but it's been a lot. A lot. But yeah, basically we have 5 categories. We're going to go through those categories in a second. We give them a score 1 to 10. Biggest possible score is 50 for each of us. We take those scores, we put them together.
We smush them together.
We smush them together. Well, we fuse them together.
Yeah, we're fusing.
We're fusing them now.
Yeah.
And they go on our folklore scoreboard. And right now, the bitch to beat is the Bell Witch.
Who is another witch?
Yeah.
You guys didn't know that.
Yeah, and she likes bells. So with that, Corey, big unveil. What do you got? I got a 17.
I got a 15.
15? Yeah, dude. Bump, bump, ba, bump. We'll go through this quick. Spookiness, I gave this one a 3.
I gave it a 5.
Historical, cultural significance, I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 4.
And I pretty much only gave it like a 5 because of the Blair Witch Project. That was what like put me, because that's such a like historical movie, really.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
first of its kind.
It's like the biggest found footage movie of all time.
Yeah.
Believability, I gave it a 3. I
gave it a 2.
Uniqueness, I gave it a 5 because I thought her story, but I don't know.
I gave it a 2.
I think I might have shot the uniqueness a little bit, but
I gave it a 2 just because it's like
your
typical witch. Running mob, dying.
Threat level, I gave her a 1.
I gave her a 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can add these up. It's not very high.
32.
32. Not very good.
Yeah. It's our first 30.
First 30. No, because you gave that one that I did like a 6.
Yeah, I think it's like our second or third 30.
Son of a bit. And it might be our first 30, I think, though, for real.
No, I think we had like a 38 or 39 once.
No, this is our first 30, I think.
Okay.
I'm not letting you have it, son of a bitch. So, Corey, with that,
what's the next witch?
We got another witch.
Let's go.
So I got the legend of the Witch of Yazoo.
Ooh.
The legend tells of an unnamed woman who lived alone along the Yazoo River near Yazoo City. There's a lot of Yazoo, Mississippi.
Mm.
So there's a rumor that went around.
Why does that sounds so familiar?
Is there like a university there? Like, is that where Mississippi State is?
No, I think, all right, honestly, I think when I was in Nashville, there was this one beer called like Yazoo something.
You're thinking of Yahtzee, probably.
No, it was whatever you said.
Yahtzee.
Not Yahtzee.
Oh.
Yazoo. I'll check Untapped then.
All right. Yeah, cool.
I think I put her
Definitely
in there.
hit that one. Yeah. I'll be really anxious to hear about your Untapped app. We need to start one for the cast too.
I can just change my name.
Yeah, but that's not all our beers. We just need to have like our cast beers on.
Too late now.
What do you mean it's too late now?
How are we gonna do that?
We got to do it all again.
It's a lot of money.
Start with episode 1. Anyway, so this woman, she was rumored to live out in the swamp, pretty isolated, kind of out by herself. But there was the rumor that she would lure local fishermen to her home.
So she was hot.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking. I'm thanking.
If you're a fisherman, are you going to go over there if it's just some like big, ugly, moley woman?
I'm not catching any fish. I might go catch something.
Yeah. Catch you a mole. Catch you an uppercut if she's big enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so she would lure fishermen over there, and she would torture and kill them for absolutely no reason. And they said eventually the sheriff went out to her home, and he made the discovery. He found bones just all around her, sheds full of bones all in her house, bones all over. There was literally bones everywhere in this place. Everywhere.
All the boners, of course.
Boners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what kind of torture are we talking?
I don't know.
Because
no one ever survived.
But
I think there was a story that she ripped one guy's wiener off, shoved it in his butt, yanked it out, and made him eat it.
You're making that up.
No, dude, I read my notes right here.
I don't believe you.
It's right here.
He's lying. I caught on to your shit.
I'll read it again. She was rumored to take a wiener off a guy, shove it in his butt, then in his mouth. He ate it.
Okay.
Yep. And that's how hot dogs are made. But anyways, the sheriff went out there to investigate.
That's how hot dogs are made?
That's how hot dogs are made.
All right.
I mean, they're pretty much just...
That is kind of how hot dogs are made.
Lips and assholes, you know? Maybe a wiener or two slipped in there. I don't know. So he ended up confronting the woman after he saw all these skeletons everywhere, and she fled through the swamp. And he pursued after her, along with a whole posse of deputies.
Not a mob?
No, this was a posse. It wasn't quite big enough to be a mob. They weren't angry either. I think they were just doing their job.
Yeah, okay.
It's different. You know, they're a posse.
It's a very similar story. Like she's
Very
running.
similar, but no mob, posse. So the posse, or is it posse? The posse finally caught up to her. And when she was sinking, when they caught up to her, she was sinking in quicksand. Dude, we never had anybody sink in quicksand in this cast so far, I don't think.
Quicksand is the biggest crock of shit.
Tell her that.
Yazoo.
Hey, Yazoo Witch, a.k.a. unnamed woman that lives along the Yazoo River. Quicksand is bullshit.
It is bullshit. Because you know what? Here, I'm going to go on a little fucking tangent right now. Elementary school. All y'all in your 30s, when you were in elementary school, your teachers, one of the things they talked about was quicksand. Now, you tell me, how many times in your life have you run into quicksand, Mike?
Twice.
No.
Well, you asked the question, I answered.
No, the beach don't count.
No. Dude, listen. Don't bring up the beach because, you know, I had a pretty significant toe injury at the beach this year. And it's
trauma.
Yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah. Not
all
good.
right. But yeah, there's no such thing as quicksand.
Okay. Let me reread my notes. As she sank to her death in quicksand, she swore vengeance, shouting that she would return in 20 years and burn Yazoo City to the ground. So after her death, the townspeople buried her at Glenwood Cemetery.
Wasn't she already buried in the quicksand?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they pulled her out or what. That's one of the things that always confuses.
Her head's sticking up a little. Just push it down.
They push her down until she's done, and then pull her back up. It's like, all right, we got to take her and bury her. How'd they get to her? They throw a rope around her neck and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But after her death, the townspeople buried her in the local cemetery. Fearing her curse, they wrapped heavy chains all around her grave in hopes that it would trap her spirit and keep her from rising again. And it worked.
She never rose again.
For 20 years, which was exactly when she said she was going to return and burn Yazoo City to the ground. And guess what happened? Almost 20 years to the day. Almost 20 years to the day. Some say exactly 20 years to the day, on May 25th, 1904. A massive fire broke out in Yazoo City, and the blaze destroyed over 200 homes and nearly every single business in the downtown area. Gone.
Do we know where this fire started at?
So it was said that there was a woman that was getting married that day, and she was cooking breakfast, or she was actually preparing some food for her wedding in her kitchen, and something caught on fire in her kitchen. You know what I say? Bullshit. The freaking Yazoo witch came. She came, she saw, she hit him right there in the jaw.
What about, okay, how old was this girl? Maybe she was reincarnated. She was 20 years old.
It said the girl was 23. Right here in my notes. So.
I think she was 20, and I think that she was reincarnated as witch. This witch was reincarnated as her.
Just burned it down herself.
Yeah.
And many believe that it was the witch's curse being fulfilled. It could be. Now we could be getting onto something, because it could be something along the lines of right around this 20-year mark, the witch comes back and possessed this girl and started the fire. I could get on board with that.
I'm sticking with my first theory.
Yeah,
Alex.
I know. I would be more into the witch coming back and possessing somebody, I think. I don't know if I can get behind reincarnation of a witch.
That's what I'm getting behind. That witch.
I thought it was Emma Watson.
Emma Stone's fine too.
Okay. You're married, dude. Come on.
Hot.
You're married. You're a married man. What's happening? And many believe it was the witch's curse being fulfilled. Now, there was an aftermath. So after this, all these people that were scared shitless in town, they all went down to the local cemetery because they knew this bitch was chained up in her grave.
So they had to go check if she was still there.
Yeah, they had to go check if she was there. And some links in the chain had been mysteriously broken. And it said signs that the witch's spirit had stirred. They said you can actually go see this, and there is the chains broken over parts of the grave. Almost like something got out of the grave. Visitors to that area report strange cold spots, uneasy feelings, and even whispers near the site on the anniversary night of the fire. Bum, bum, bum.
How come, like, in all these stories where a witch or somebody dies, it's always like, I'm going to be back in 7 years or 20 years or
That's how curses work.
130 years.
Curses.
Yeah, but I feel like there should be, like, a set number just so we can prepare.
No, because then that would take away from the curse. If they just had a set number that, like, oh, they always come back on this many years, so then you would know.
But they always say it regardless.
What do you mean?
I'll be back in 20 years.
And she came back in 20 years.
Yeah, so if it was set for, say, 50 years, every fucker that died and was going to curse, if it was just automatically 50 years, they wouldn't have to say anything.
But then it would take away from the curse.
I don't know.
Part of the curse is announcing the curse. That takes away from their glory. If they don't get to announce the curse, all right, so Corey died and he cursed the field across from his house in 50 years. Well, nobody knows that. So who the hell cares in 50 years if something happens?
It's more of a surprise.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Then it wouldn't be linked to you. And you want it to be linked to you. That's the point of a curse.
Yeah, I guess.
No point of a curse if they don't know it's you.
Yeah, I guess you need that little bit of power.
You do. You need fear. Fear is what you need.
But I feel like they wait too long. Like, why isn't it like, I'll be back in a week?
Well, because that'd just be crazy. They want to be forgotten about. You want to be forgotten about just long enough, but not too long. So you're forgotten about just long enough, but not too long. So when you come back, like, people still know who you are and know the curse, but they're also not expecting you.
So what do you think's the perfect number then?
The perfect number?
Like what? Okay, like just going off of that, going off of what I said. If there was like a perfect number to meet that criteria, how many years do you think it would be?
Low 20s.
I was thinking like 17.
17. I was originally thinking, but I was leaning more towards like 23, 22, 23.
Yeah.
I think it's almost got to be more of an odd number too. Like 23 to me, I know it's technically like an odd number, but to me there's some kind of like 23, maybe it's just Michael Jordan, but it means something. 22 on the other hand, or 24, that's kind of like a weirder number to come back.
It's like 17 too. Like
17
what is 17?
Yeah, but like that, it's got to be a year like that.
Yeah.
So it's really going to stand out.
Well, that's a Taylor Swift song, so 19.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. That's it. We just solved it.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yep. Gosh, Taylor Swift. She does put curses on us, I believe.
Yeah. He has a curse on Travis Kelce right now, but we're not going to get into that.
We can cover that someday.
The devil.
Theories. So there are a couple of theories. One is that it's a real woman theory. Some locals believe that the witch was a real recluse who lived in the outskirts of the town. And she may have actually been a widow, but she always would have sparked suspicion for anything bad that went on in this town. Therefore, people would start to think she's a witch. They would gossip, there'd be prejudice, or fear, eventually transforming her into a supernatural force, a.k.a. a lonely woman with no family becomes a legend no one can forget. A symbolic warning. Some folklorists, which are us now, we've covered enough. I've looked it up. We've covered enough folklores that we're actually folklorists. So you can add that to
every
your
time
resume.
that word is said, though, I think of florist.
Me too.
I feel like we should be like taking care of flowers.
I think of a lot of things. I think of florist. I think of flowers, and then I also think of broccoli.
Oh yeah,
because they're like what florets or whatever. Like the heads of broccoli are called something like that.
Yeah, I just call it broccoli. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if you get the wrong one, you'll know it.
Ah.
If you get frozen one that's not the right one, and it's just the stems, that sucks.
Oh,
that sucks balls.
That's the part you cut off and throw in the
Why
trash.
do they make these? Why did they why is this a frozen option? Who the hell wants? Yeah, I want the shittiest part of broccoli.
Let me just freeze the
Thanks.
shit I usually throw out.
Exactly. Many believe that it was based on one person at all, but it was a moral or a cautionary tale. Her curse on the town's destruction may symbolize karma or prejudice, the idea that fear and guilt always come back to haunt others, or the Gothic message, you can chain the grave, but not the truth. The fire connection theory. The Great Fire of 1904 was a very real disaster, and it needed an explanation. In the aftermath, locals turned to the old witch legend to make sense of the tragedy, which this is the one I lean towards the most. Some say they'd seen flames raising unnaturally fast or heard a woman laughing in the smoke. Others pointed out that the fire's date matched the curse's exact, fueling belief that the witch kept her promise. In reality, city records suggest that it started in a kitchen accident, like we talked about earlier, but the problem with a lot of the actual documentation of it got burned up. All the city's documents of this, like these time before this, got burned up in the fire.
Should have buried it.
Should have buried it with the witch. The broken chain theory. The witch's grave is still encircled by the rusted chain, but parts of it were broken over the years. Locals say that every time a link snaps, a witch gets her broom. It's just
I was going to say
that it's the witch trying to break free. The cemetery has even replaced the chain before, yet it keeps deteriorating faster and faster. Skeptics blame rust and weather, but
we're not going to.
Could there be proof that
we're not going that low? Yeah, prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Prove it. Let me see that weather.
See that chains.
See them weathers.
Chains don't weather.
Cultural legacy theory. The witch has become a symbol of the town itself, featuring tours, ghost walk, and even some local
Where was
art.
this, Wisconsin?
Mississippi.
Damn, I thought
Jeez,
this was Wisconsin
you were
this whole time.
way off.
This whole time, I thought this was okay.
Some modern historians.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, does it?
I think it was the Bell Witch.
Mississippi?
What year was the Bell Witch?
I can't remember. Oh, that was so 2 weeks ago.
Well, it doesn't matter that much. Either way, she either started in Mississippi and went to Tennessee, or she went to Tennessee and she worked her way down.
No way,
Mississippi.
dude. She's in that cave.
Yeah, you're probably right. Fuck that bitch.
Some modern historians view her as less of a monster and more as a victim of rumor and hysteria. She represents how fear can outlive truth, and how legends give identity to a community long after the facts fade. So, Corey, do you think there was a real woman behind the witch, or was she just a story to explain tragedy?
Well, I believe that
I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
I believe that we will win. No, but if there was no quicksand, I'd say this was a real broad.
Dude, Mississippi has quicksand.
Prove it.
Down in the swamps, it's like that swamp muck that just sucks you in. And the more you try and get out, the more you get sucked in.
That's mud.
That's quicksand, though. It's like quicksand.
Quick mud.
Quick mud, quicksand.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like sand.
That has to be sand.
Does.
Prove it.
I can't. It's not real.
That's what I'm saying. Any kind of substance that is dirt that you sink in is quicksand.
All right. Well, person in the back will look that up then.
Yeah, he just hollered at me. He said I'm right. Again.
All right, but okay. In reality, let's be real for a second. I could see this being a real person.
Do you think she is a real witch, like that would lure the fishermen and stuff there, or do you think she was just a recluse that lived outside the city?
I think just lived outside the city.
So why do you think there's so many rumors around her? Just fear from people within the city?
Either that, or maybe some of these fishermen's wives started this rumor.
So you think she still called the fishermen? She just didn't kill them. She just banged them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she ruined a lot of marriages.
Okay.
And I think other fishermen that did not get into her lovins yet, I think they. I don't want to say this.
Be careful. Get into her lovins right now is what Corey's. That's the verbiage he's using. Get into their lovins.
I'm thinking the wives of these other fishermen blew this thing up to keep them away from her. So I think it's the other fisherman's wives that blew this up.
You don't think she's a witch?
I think she's a whore.
All right, here's a question. Let's say hypothetically she is a witch, though.
Okay.
What do you think happens when all those chains break on her grave?
What do you mean?
Like, those chains are holding her back. And they say every time those chains break, it's her
Well-
trying to escape. What happens when all those chains break?
My thing is, like, if this evil spirit's gonna come out, it's invisible. It's gonna go right through them chains.
All right.
How's you're telling me that a chain's gonna keep back an evil spirit?
I don't know. It could be symbolic. These chains could be blessed. I don't know. I don't know what went into putting these chains
I know
on
they
there.
were blessed.
I'm just saying. I don't know
Well,
either.
if they were blessed,
They could have been.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, if they think there's a witch there, they did their due diligence to keep her in there.
but like, do you really think a chain though, like, could keep back an evil spirit?
If she's an evil spirit, it is as of now.
Yeah, I don't know. Something I think about. You see ghosts and shit going through walls.
All right, so let's head to our second folklore score before Corey dies on us here tonight.
Yeah, that's what got me. We're back with the second folklore score.
And if you don't know what the folklore score is, rewind it. We
Yeah.
we already told you. We explained it once.
24 minutes and 26 seconds ago.
Dude, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You people really need to pay attention.
That's right.
That's right. So folklore score. So I'll explain it. No, I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
16.
6-13. We got a 29, which means, Corey, this is our first 20.
Shit, is that a 20?
This is our first 20.
I think it is.
So I'm going to read what a 20 is, since this is, I know I say this quite often because we get a lot of first 30s. This is our first 20, which is forgettable fiction. This urban legend comprises tales with implausible scenarios and how do I say that word? Negligible threat levels. Ah, you're disgusting. Fading quickly from memory due to their lack of impact or relevance. Yeah, I'm probably not going to remember too much about her except for Corey in a quicksand.
Well, see, based off the first story, I thought she was higher because of like the whole burning down the whole town
Yeah, but
thing.
I think the thing that the second story lacked was a name.
Yeah. That's true. That's why I made sure to give her like 1 point higher
Yeah.
than the last one. I thought, I don't know, just because of like actually being some type of destruction.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes
But
sense.
yeah. No, I get the whole name thing.
I
Could have just been a made up son of a bitch.
yeah. Just some swamp bitch. So we'll go through our scores real quick. Corey, what'd you have for spookiness? I had a 4.
I had a 3.
Historical, cultural significance?
3.
3. Believability?
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 1. Quicksand. Uniqueness?
2.
I gave it a 2. And threat level, I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 4 just because of the shit burning.
Yeah, yeah. So, that's all I got for today for our very special Halloween episodes of the Kraken Cans podcast.
So happy Halloween. I got a question for you.
Yes.
before
I love questions.
Before we end this.
I love when you think of me enough to ask me a question.
All right, so earlier we did your whole like Halloween movie thing, right?
Yep.
I wanted to throw out a question to you, like, what is your number one favorite Disney Channel original like Halloween movie?
Disney Channel original?
Yeah.
There's not that many Disney Channel original Halloween movies, though.
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I like Under Wraps.
That's mine.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Hoping you said that.
Yep. Mainly because that's about the only one. What's the other one?
Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, Don't Look Under the Bed, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Yeah, Phantom of the Megaplex wasn't. It had Mickey Rooney in it.
Yeah.
Mickey Rooney.
I thought Don't Look Under the Bed was good.
That was good. Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. I was like,
Yeah.
Smart House.
Halloween Town.
Oh, Halloween Town. I didn't think of that one. My daughter's been on a big Halloween Town kick lately. And Smart House.
That was a good one.
That's scary.
Yeah. Jumping Ship with the Lawrence brothers.
Oh, yeah.
I made the boys watch that a couple weeks ago.
That's bad.
They were all bored.
What's the one with the ponies and the Lawrence brothers?
Well, they had horses in this one. There was like a horse farm and stuff. The one
Oh,
lived on
okay.
a-
Is that what it is?
The one like lived on a ranch.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
that bullshit.
That's what I'm
But
thinking of.
anyway,
Brink.
Brink was good.
Yeah. You know what? Low key's good, and this should count as a horror movie because it has a horror icon in it. It's a Disney Channel original.
Hannah Montana.
No, what's the horror icon in that?
Miley Cyrus.
Well, yeah, maybe. No, Paper Brigade.
Oh yeah.
Freddy Krueger plays the freaking crazy old neighbor.
Oh damn.
Yeah. That's got to count for something.
Yeah.
I do like Paper Brigade.
Forgot about that one.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. So with that, I am Crack Daddy Mike. I'm out of here. If you guys have any topic suggestions, anything you want us to cover, shoot us an email, shoot us a message, shoot us just something. Follow us on social media. We're all over the freaking place. Dude, we're blowing up on social media, I'm telling you. We're huge on X.
Oh, yeah. You got 9 followers.
9.
Oh, sorry. That's Threads.
Oh. When was the last time you looked at X?
Ooh.
Ooh, don't follow us on X.
Last year?
Yeah, don't go on X. I'm Crack Daddy Mike, and I'm not going to hack all over you today.
I'm the BK Corey, and I'm out. Mike's the...
And Corey's... Stupid. But he has his ACLs.
I do.
Yeah, stupid.
Stupid ACLs.
Stupid ACLs. ACL. Corey is stupid.